Hey guys, in today's video, a friend of mine asked me to check on a system because he thought he had clogged up the coil with dust and thought he had messed it up. That's not what I found, but I'm going to take the opportunity to show you what to look for if you think a system is low on refrigerant and how to tell if it is using superheat and subcool. Stay tuned. Hey guys, we are here checking on one at the shop where I work. I'm going to show you a couple things that I'm noticing. We have a sight glass. If y'all can notice, that's supposed to be solid. You're not supposed to really see any movement when it's running, which means that foamy look that you see in there is vapor, and we call that flashing. But this is very cold and sweaty. I'm gonna check pressure, superheat, and subcool. Let's get these off. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna use my true suction right here. And as you will see, I have red and blue on here. We are going to hook up the red one to what we call our liquid line. Whether it's running in heat or cool, this line should be a column of liquid. And the fact that I saw a little bit of vapor flashing right here indicates to me that I do not have a pure column of liquid. This is, you can tell by this little pink sticker right here that this is R410. And you see right there, that is a low pressure for 410. 25 degrees saturation temperature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure superheat and subcooling. This customer thought they had a problem and asked me to look at it. I'm actually looking at it for a store that is here. And then we're going to probably notify the landlord if there's a problem. Okay, subcooling is at 0. And superheat is at 47. Both of these numbers should be somewhere between or around 8 to 14. See that negative or near 0 subcooling? That is another indication, if the sight glass didn't tell you, that I do not have a solid column of liquid. Basically what it means is this high pressure in the condenser is condensing at 91 degrees, which means if I have a subcooling, you see the actual temperature of the pipe is 91 degrees, which means this liquid is not fully liquid. There's still some vapor in it. That's why I have such small subcooling. And over here, the vapor saturation, that is what it is evaporating at, what temperature. And this temperature up here is what temperature I'm actually sensing right here. And because there's such a big difference, we have a superheat of 48 degrees, 47.9. It is 74 degrees in there. This temperature right here should be closer to 60, and it's not. that pressure there should be closer to 125, and it's not. All these things in combination tell me that this system is low on refrigerant. Now for some of the newbies, that may have been clear as mud, but basically if you have low temperature, like low temp drop, low pressures, low subcooling, all of those are indicators of possibly low refrigerant, but there's one that's going to be high, and that's superheat. If your superheat is high and you got low subcooling together, that to me is a really strong indicator that that thing's low on refrigerant. I hope that helps. If it does, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, check out the store in that corner. I think I figured it out, and I'll catch you on the next one.